What's up, guys? Dom Trimboli here from Refinance, and today we have some massive news. It's been a really quiet time in lending over the last few months, but that has all completely been blown out of the water with some news that is only a couple of hours old. You're getting hot off the press here, and the big news is fixed rates have gone way down. Like, we're talking big time, the biggest decrease in over a year. So fixed rates have gone from about 6.79% 2 or 3 years to 5.99%. That is a massive decrease. That's now putting the fixed rates in line with the variable rates. And we can see here that we've just got a few lenders that are getting right on top of it, sending us notification, and there's going to be way more. And what this means for you guys, as homeowners, as families, it is now the time to decide what you want to do with your mortgage for now and the next couple of years, because making a call now is going to provide the best possible savings and put you in the best position. I'm going to explain why. So, decision time as to where you think the market is going. Are you going to go left or are you going to go right? Because there's two trains of thought. Number one is, do you believe that rates are going to be going down over the next 2 or 3 years? And number two, do you believe that rates are going to stay about the same, if not go up? Because both one and two result in action now, but it does entail a different strategy going forward. So let's talk about the variable option. Now, if you're someone that sees a rate decrease like this and you think, wow, rates are 5.99%, to me, that's an indicator of where things are going. If the bank is happy to fix me in at 3 years at 5.99, that probably means they're going to keep on moving the variable rate down. It might get to 4%, it might even get to 3% over the period of 2 or 3 years. So what should you do? Now, a refinance to a variable rate, we can get you as low as 5.99%, and we can get you about $2,000 or $3,000 cash back when you move right away. So you might be on between 6.2 to 6.6%. You can instantly get that rate down to the absolute lowest and get 2 or 3 grand for your trouble. And it's really not much trouble anymore. It takes about 3 or 4 weeks. What happens from that point onwards? Now, this is where we really step in as a company and make the difference. It's a mortgage management process, because this is a major, major thing. You want someone that is constantly managing your variable rate because you want to be triggered when it is the perfect time to fix. And what will happen is, if with this train of thought, with option one, when it looks like rates are at the lowest point, the market will always go too far and it has to auto-correct. Now, when rates were all the way down in the 2%, at the start, you can get 2-year fixed rates of 1.79%. Within 1 month, it auto-corrected to about 1.99%, meaning those people that were right on top of it had an extra 20 basis points. And you might not think that's a lot, but on a loan amount of, let's say, $500,000, that's an extra 2 grand over the 2 years. That's untaxed, 2 grand's worth of savings just for being right on top of this. And that is what we do as a company. Our clients will be alerted the very moment that that opportunity arises, the same way we're alerting you guys when this opportunity arises. So what is the other train of thought? Now, the second train of thought is that this is it. Rates are about the same. Inflation's not being tackled. We have to see interest rates staying at about this point, if not higher. Now, if that's the case, it's very likely 5.99% fixed for 3 years may be good value. And again, you can get $2,000 or $3,000 cash back here. Now, based on the conversations I'm having with clients, probably 90% of people are more towards option one, that rates are only going to go lower in the 2 or 3 years. My personal opinion is in line with that as well. I personally believe rates will only go lower, but there are some people that are very staunch on their opinion that rates are not going to move. And if you are one of those people and there's no right or wrong way, this is a really strong fixed option, because the reality is there has been no better fixed option than this for the last 18 months. So what do these two options have in common? Now, believe it or not, they're actually with the same lenders. At the moment, we've got a handful of lenders such as Bank, BOQ, Heritage. These guys are competing big time with the Big Four. The Big Four have closed up a little bit now. They generally were the best options with the best dollar for dollar deal. That's not the case right now. These other guys who are 5th, 6th, 7th in Australia. They're pushing really hard for business. And whether you refinance to these guys on variable, you may very well be alerted by us that they've now just opened up with lower fixed rates. So we could just stay with these guys. But potentially we may switch between these banks when that happens as well. And you might get another cashback. But with the fixed rates, of course, that's your home for the next couple of years, and there's less management process involved. But still, it's always worth seeing what's happening and being on top of it. So that is the big news today. You're getting it within hours of hearing. You're not going to see this on the news yet, but I guarantee it's going to be hitting the news in the next couple of days, maybe a few weeks. You never know. But that is the big thing to consider. Where do you see the market going? Because ultimately, you can go with option one, get on the best variable loan, and allow us to manage your mortgage. So you're alerted the second that it could be good to lock in. Or are you ready to take the dive? Fix it in. Let's go. I'm not worried. I don't want to worry about this mess. Just fix me at this rate. I'm just going to set and forget my mortgage because this is the best deal I've seen in a while, and let's just make it happen. So all you got to do, guys, just reply to this email, click on one of the links below to do an application. We're happy to have a chat. We've got 12 brokers here. We can go through all of this. We'll see what's right for you and see how we can be of any help.